Hi kittens, it's Sugar. Today is Friday the 25th. It is show day for my big personal solo concert. I'm in the car about to go to the chiropractor because self-care is really important, and this is a big show that's very strenuous on my body. I'm gonna make sure I get my back adjusted before I do all the dancing tonight. I don't remember the last time I've vlogged. I think I've said that in the last like 5 videos that I've done. Things are picking up. I haven't been vlogging as much. I either don't have anything interesting to say, or if I have something interesting going on, I'm too busy doing that to share it with you. So I'm trying to get back in the flow of things again. I was doing really good there for a while. So head into the chiropractor, then to the dollar store to get some last minute things. I'm going to put up an altar in my space tonight to honor the spirits that my show is about. So this is a very pagan, very spiritual show. I am doing video. This will be recorded for my Patreon, so the people that are my Patreon subscribers will get to see the entire show tonight. I'm having specially recorded just for them. I won't be a live recording. It'll be edited, and then I'll post it to the Patreon. So much going on. We're going to set up a merch table and everything. We're running this like as a full swing, full big deal, and then depending on how well it goes, I might do this again. I might take this on the road, so we will see. I will, I guess, check in with you guys later if I have time, but anyways, bye for now.
You fucker.
Hey kittens! Well, it just got dark because we went into a parking garage, but we're going to Target! Going to Target!
Look how creepy this is. I mean, seriously.
Empty parking garage, anybody?
Just about, yeah.
I don't even know if that got picked up or not because I just flipped the phone. Yeah, okay, yeah, you can see it there. Yesterday was Sunday, and I did absolutely nothing but lay around on the couch all day and just recover from the insane weekend that I had. I haven't vlogged since like Friday afternoon, so sorry, but I will give you all kinds of updates, I guess, in a little bit. But we're going to Target, and I got off my lazy butt so that I could go to Target because I think it's been like a year since I've been to Target.
Oh no,
I know, right?
Going to Target in a creepy parking lot, the underground parking garage.
Underground parking garage, yeah.
See? It got dark.
Just like how we like it.
Okay.
Say no to the sun. It's bad for the skin. It really is bad for the skin.
No, it really is. No, seriously. Why do you think we love Overcast so much?
Why do you think that I'm like the age that I am, which is like 8 bajillion years old, and still look like I'm really young? No sun.
I'm 9 bajillion years old.
Yeah, he's got to be older than me. By a bajillion.
By at least 1 bajillion.
By 1 bajillion.
Next. We'll take a video.
Yes, hey kittens, it is Sugar. I am on the patio at the City Diner at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Yay!
Yay!
It was Friday, it's now Saturday morning. We went to a show, but I didn't film because I forgot. I didn't think about it. I was like, hey look, I'm at a show, let's enjoy the show. I've been so out of the habit of filming. I'm horrible. You may spank me. No, you may not. Wait, Rocky got all excited for spanking.
Can I?
At home later, baby.
Oh, did I do the bam thing again?
Oh, you didn't have to walk all the way out here. Oh, thank you. You're welcome.
All the way out in the cold, man.
This is like the 8th time she had to come out here, too.
Me too.
Awesome. I think we were like shooting a vlog type video.
Just a little bit. My favorite jacket. I got my patches on it. All my patches. Pretty. It's so pretty.
Like, oh my god.
Oh my god, I made it myself. It's the first article of like clothing / costume, whatever, that I made literally just for me. Like, this is the first one that I've made in a really, really long time for my own enjoyment. I didn't make a costume. I didn't make, it was just for my everyday wear. And
she did it for funsies.
I did it for funsies, and I'm so happy. It makes me happy every time I see it, and every time I get to wear it. And it has all the evil kitty patches and the rainbow equality patches and
Hail
witch patches.
Satan Kitty!
Yay!
That's right, said Satan Kitty. Deal with it!
Yep. So we have happy full tummies. We're gonna go home and watch some Midnight in Texas, and I'm gonna pass out, and then I'm gonna party with my girls tomorrow.
Oh,
which means
yeah.
I gotta only get 4 hours of sleep so I can get up and hang with them. But that's how that rolls.
So that means I have to make a pot of coffee extra strong.
Yes. Yeah, and then I gotta drive out Southlands, where I'm from.
Don't tell anyone except for the fact that I just now told you.
Well, I used code for Southland. It's a code. Maybe if you're local, you can figure it out, but probably not. Rocky knows what I'm talking about. Nobody else knows because I don't rep that
sworn
place.
to secrecy lest I die.
Yeah, or never get head again, which might be worse.
Yeah, that's worse. That's way worse. That's actually, Why would you do that, woman? See, we're outside. I can make all this noise I want.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Alrighty, we are gonna go. Peace, love, and hair grease. Hey kittens, it is Sugar. It's been forever and ever since I blogged. I'm gonna start doing videos again on a regular basis. It's on my list of stuff to do, and I was like, you know what? I should just start now. So here I am. So today is Monday, October 2nd. Yesterday was the 1st. I spent the entire day yesterday down in the art studio making shinies, and it was amazing. I get really, really into focusing on what I'm doing, and then when I have this urge to make stuff, I have to do it. I have to make it, or my anxiety and my stress and everything goes up because I really, really need to just work on this. So I'm doing that. For those of you that don't follow my other social media, I've officially left my day job. I was working at Dillard's. Things came to a head and I had put in my 2 weeks notice. I was just like, you know what? This isn't worth it. It's not worth being emotionally abused. It's not worth being not appreciated. So I escalated my timeline to working for myself a lot faster than I had originally wanted to. I originally wanted another year or two before I went full self-employed. Right now, the plan is to make a go of it. Just keep doing what I'm doing. Hustling works. It works. If it starts to die off, it starts to slow down, then I'll just go find something else and go work there. I'm not going to try to be stubborn and if it's not working, try to make it work. Right now it's working. It's working beautifully. I read tarot. I teach private performing lessons. I do makeup. I perform. I can teach on makeup, tarot, or performance. I've been fairly booked pretty well between all of the different things that I do. I also figure model. I picked up a couple of schools figure modeling as well. So the hustle is real, but it's working, and I'm happier than I've been in a really long time. I've been very disciplined with myself, not letting myself relax or watch TV until I get some work done. And I'm really proud of myself for that. I'm not wasting my time. I'm using my time valuably. Actually, what I probably need to work on now is relaxing a bit more, giving myself a little bit more free time. It's probably the thing I need to loosen up a little bit. Just finding the balance and all of that. Yesterday, I just worked in the studio. I worked in the studio for about 4 hours yesterday. Hardcore, no breaks, nothing, 4 hours straight. I came up for air the night before. Yesterday was Sunday the 1st. Saturday, I was at a bachelorette party. I didn't get into 5 a.m., so I didn't wake up until 2 or 3. I didn't really get down to the studio until about 6 because I was just kind of waking up and chilling and talking with Rocky and a few other things. Yeah, so I hard worked 4 hours in the studio, full concentration mode. I came up from air, made some dinner, and then started making my cascarilla powder. So I worked in the studio, and then I boiled 2.5 dozen eggs and started the process of making my cascarilla powder. So the finishing that process is on my plate today. And then I taught a private lesson this morning at 3 o'clock this afternoon. That's the morning for me. It's 6 o'clock now. This is about lunchtime for me. Rocky's on overnights. He just left for work. So I tend to keep a later schedule, plus the showgirl schedule. You're going to at a bar to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning anyways. So I tend to keep a later schedule, which works for me now that I don't have a day job to be answerable to. I can kind of go back to my natural sleeping schedule. I'm getting a lot better sleep that way. So I just got in. I'm making a quick dinner. I got to clean up the living room. The living room is trashed because I've been going. And when I have been home, I've been working in the studio instead of like really cleaning house, which I'm okay with that because I'm making inventory for my next vending and I'm making product to sell, which will bring in income. So I'm okay with the house being a little sloppy. But I'm going to try to make Mondays one of my dance days. So I need to focus. I need to get a strategy here to make sure that I don't get so focused on like the fine art or the creative art that I'm not dancing enough and I'm not rehearsing enough. So I've got a bunch of gigs coming up, which I haven't publicized yet because they're all about a month away, but they're all within like a few days of each other. So I'm prepping now. And I really need to so I'm going to try to make Mondays and Wednesdays my dance days, my dance rehearsal days, where that's my focus for that day. Of course, when you're self-employed, everything is a little bit more flexible. And if I get a modeling gig or something on a Monday, then I might not be able to dance that day or dance as much as I want to. But, we're just going to kind of take it by ear, but I need to have some sort of schedule so I can stay disciplined. So I'm balanced in everything that I'm doing and I'm not doing too much of one thing and not enough of another and what have you. So at the moment, the plan is to clean this room. I guess I should show you. This room is really bad. But I need to clean this room so I can dance in this room. Start rehearsing and start choreographing routines and things of that nature. Stretch out and just warm up my body and take care of my body so that I can keep performing and improving and all of those things. So I'll give you, this is so embarrassing, give you a quick shot of this room. Now this is some real shit. Like I'm showing you how trash this room is, but I will do another shot after I clean up in here. This is the real deal, guys. That's what it really looks like. So that was the room. So not only was I dealing with work stuff, the other reason why I stopped doing videos is when I had my big fire show, which I might have some footage from that. I'll have to see. The big SD card, we were recording the fire show with our big SD card that I film all my YouTube videos on off my good camera. We lost the SD card, including with the fire show footage. I'm going to have to regroup, figure out how we're going to do that so I can film that for future auditions and things of that nature and go from there. There's a lot to do. Every day I've got something going on that I'm doing and just hustle, man. Keeping the hustle real. I'm going to be sitting down with my planner and figure shit out that way too. So maybe I'll do some planning videos. We'll see. At the moment, we're probably just going to do vlogs until I can get, so I can buy a new SD card. That was my big SD card. It was 65 gigs. So when I bought it, it was like $60. They're probably cheaper now because I've had that one for a really long time. But I'm going to get back into making YouTube videos here soon. If you're watching this, you probably will see a flood of like old footage posted before this one gets posted. But that's why there was such a long break in me posting. I lost the SD card, stress from work. That job really just sucked the life out of me. Like, even though I was only there part-time, I put so much time and energy into that like I would come home and I'd be so sore, like my muscles would cramp. My feet would be bleeding from blisters. And I couldn't do anything else. I had no energy left for anything or anyone else. I was so miserable there. And I didn't realize it until I was free of it. And I've been free of it now almost a week. It'll be 2 weeks Friday. I'm so relieved. I'm so relieved not to be there anymore. I loved the people that I worked with. They were awesome. All right, I'm going to go eat my food, chill out for a minute, and then clean this room because it needs to be cleaned. And maybe I'll prop up the phone and get you a little video of me dancing. We'll see. All right, I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Okay, it's midnight. I got this room mostly clean compared to what it was before. It's still pretty, comfortable, cozy, and lived in. I just needed it cleaned up enough to kind of work in. What you see on the couch is my silk fans. I've been rehearsing with those tonight. I'll show you. So, yay, silk fans. Silk fans. So, they're really long. They're fan veils. So they're really long. I think they're, how long are they? They're at least 5 feet, maybe more. No, they're about 5 feet. Working with my silk fans, and I was getting really, really frustrated because I was trying to do this trick with my fans, and I realized that these fans have a right hand and a left hand, and that means that they open differently. So see, the top piece up here is on the bottom of the spool, on the bottom of the spin. You see that? Now watch, I'll show you the other one's different. And this one, it's at the top of the spool with that piece on the bottom. So they spin differently, which is a minor thing, except for that, I'm trying to get a good light here. That's a minor thing, except for that when I'm trying to do, that's not a good light. When I'm trying to do this certain trick, here we go. When I'm trying to do this certain trick, because they spin differently and I'm trying to hold both of them in one hand, they spin different in opposite directions, which makes it difficult to hold both of them open in one hand, which is kind of like this hold here with my hand. Anyway, so we spent the night figuring that out. I've done a couple of routines with these fans before, and I usually start with them already open in my hands at the beginning of the music, and so I don't have to worry about how they open or opening them mid-routine, and that is one of the things that I'm working on for this upcoming routine that I'm doing. Hence why I'm discovering that they rotate in opposite directions, because when these fans were made, one fan is made right-handed and the other fan is made left-handed, which is very, very frustrating, because if you pick up the left hand fan in your right hand, now it doesn't open the way that it doesn't open correctly. And it's very, very annoying that they did that. I wish that they had not done that. Now that I know that this is a thing, I will make sure that when I buy fans in the future that they're not separate-handed. Most fans that I buy don't do that. Most fans that I buy, they all open the same direction. So they're beautiful and they work really well. That's going to make it very difficult to do tricks, essentially. So those are just going to be pretty princess fans. I'm not going to be able to do a lot of fancy tricks with them because of the fact that they spin opposite directions or they rotate opposite directions is going to make doing tricks difficult. The best way to explain it. So I've spent it's midnight, several hours. I cleaned, and then I spent probably 2-3 hours working with the fans, and it's taken me that long to figure out what was going on. And I was getting really, really frustrated. I haven't gotten a lot of dancing done. Like, I haven't gotten my heart rate up or anything like that because I was more like fighting with the fans and was like, why is this not working? Like, this works with my other fans. Why is it not working with these? And then I realized what was going on. Sometimes in training and rehearsals and things, stuff like that just comes up. The other thing with those fans is they are folding fans. They're not stationary open. They open and close. It can change up some of the tricks and stuff that you can do as well. I guess this is a little behind the scenes look of what it's like to choreograph a routine or what have you. I've got 2-3 other routines that I'm going to be working on besides the one with those fans. That is if I decide to even do fan routine, because if it's this difficult, I might just scratch it and do something. I've got time to play, so that's kind of why I'm doing this now, is you want to figure this stuff out in advance. So I've got time to play, so I'm going to give it a couple more tries playing with them, see if I can get a smooth transition with those fans doing what I'm looking to do. And if I can accomplish that, then maybe I will move forward with this routine. But at this point, I am frustrated. So I am going to work on the other routines, do a little dance, get a little wiggle on, have some fun tonight. It's got maybe another hour or two before I want to start winding down. I usually go to bed about 3, and it's midnight. I know people think that's crazy that I would want to do this now, but like I'm itching to dance. Like I really, really need to dance. And I think that's part of the reason why I was frustrated is I was fighting with the fans and figuring out technique and things of that nature instead of just getting lost in the music and dancing. So I'm gonna do that now because I really need my rehearsal space. And it's a small space unless I'm doing a big festival or something like that. I'm usually on a small stage, and so this gives me lots of obstacles to get used to maneuvering around, which surprisingly happens a lot when you're on stage. There's usually amps and instruments and God knows what that you have to work around. So if you get used to practicing in a big dance studio, then when you go to a small, cramped, cluttered stage, you're going to have an issue. So I just kind of work in a cramped, cluttered space, and then when I go to the stage, I can handle all of it. And it's a lot easier for me to spread out and make my acts bigger and more showy than it is for me to rein them in and make them smaller. Alrighty, this will probably be my only update for the night, just because probably after I get done dancing, I'm gonna want to chillax and go to bed, and I'm probably not gonna want to say much unless something else comes up. So I'll check with all you later, and